I need a miracle, I wanna be a girl. Give me a chance to see that you were made for me. I need a miracle, be a girl. One day you'll see it can happen to me. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a Earth 2 update video. There is a couple of things to go over. I really want to go over a bunch of things. We had some new developments and that you saw yesterday, or I'm sorry, yeah, you saw yesterday, and we have some things that I want to go over. Everyone, if you are new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. This is not a Pokemon video, but everyone say hello to Jirachi. Hello, Jirachi. So yeah, I don't typically bring my work to work, but that's where it is. Okay, so first things first is that giveaways right now, I'm still going to be doing them, but according to the developers right now, in order to cut down on trying to have people scam other people out of things, where you have those names that say like, oh, so and so submitted a bid for $5,000, but he really submitted a bid for 1 cent. 1 cent. In order to crack down on that, they are not allowing any tile to be sold for less than 30% of what it's worth. So if it's worth if it's a $10 tile, it cannot be sold for less than $3. So my giveaways, which I normally just charge people a penny for, they if stuff in Antarctica is $1.50, and 30% of that is 45 cents. So right now you would have to get 45 cents. Let me know if you want to pay that right now, or if you want to wait for them to fix that so that we can go back to a penny. Yeah, that's what I would do right now. So let me know, guys, on what you want. Comment that yes, you want to wait, or no, I'll just pay the 45 cents now. Still a bargain. Still going to Chavez-topia. Let me know. Devs have said that Easter eggs haven't been sent out yet, so there's nothing discovered. Okay, so yeah, the people are mentioning, is this an Easter egg? All of the stuff that I've done saying like this might be an Easter egg, could be an Easter egg, apparently is false. Apparently that is fake news, because the devs had confirmed this morning in one of their other not videos, but it just in their one of their announcements on Discord. They just said that someone asked a question about it, and they've said no, that there's nothing to discover yet. They said that there will be Easter eggs to come, but they just haven't had those yet at this point. So just relaying that information to you guys. What type of fighter will you be in the warring world? Well, obviously Nintendo guy right here. So I did play Halo back in the day. I never really played Call of Duty, even Gears of War. Played very sparingly with my good friend John Chan, but outside of that, there's really not much that I've played as far as the shoot 'em up games. Maybe Call of Duty Zombies. I've been in the military with a couple of friends, but for the most part, I don't think that's one. I don't think that that's what really the warring world will be, just sitting out sniping. But as long as we're talking about sniping, if anyone remembers James Bond, The World Is Not Enough, or any of those James Bond movies, but The World Is Not Enough, you have the Snowbank one where you could have I forget what type of weapon it was, but it was a sniper rifle, and you had the zoom on it. Yeah, I love that. I love camping. I love sniping. That's just now, that being said, I was not a sharpshooter in the military. I did not get that ribbon where you get in order to qualify for in the military to get you have to qualify on your weapon every year, but you also, in order to get, it's not called sharpshooter. I forget what it was called, but you get a special ribbon that you can put on your uniform if you get 22 out of 24 like within a circle. There's small circles, bigger circles, and whatever. But if you get 22 out of 24, you get that ribbon. I did not get that. I got close. I got 21 once and pissed off. They didn't let me retake it. Either way, maybe that's the type of thing that they mean for fighting. If not, if it's going to be the type of fighting, I don't think it'll be turn-based. But if it is something like similar to that, I would say, okay, something like Fire Emblem, where I could have like a tank out front and then me hanging back and just doing some range stuff. That'd be really cool. And outside of that, there might be bonuses for fighting next to someone that is of a different, let's say if you're an elf or you're whatever, a wizard, might be bonuses for fighting with different people, or you might get bonuses for fighting with the same team over and over. That's something that could happen as well, just because incentives to continue to play. Somebody asked, since there is a tech tree, what type of skills do you think we'll be able to learn? So yes, there will be a tech tree. Right now we know it's just specifically for resources, saying that, okay, well, we're mining these resources, and maybe it could be like alchemy. After we combine these two, oh, we get this. And now if we do this a certain amount of times, it unlocks the next two ones. But for skills, if they do that for skills, it will be probably healing. It'll probably be weapon making. Like if you make put steel and a hammer together and you can make a sword somehow, just for example. And let's say that takes an hour to do. But now that you're a swordsmith, a locksmith, or a whatever you call them, swordsmith, and you can, hammer away at it really quickly, maybe it only takes you half the time. Something like that. That's something that I think would be really cool. Or maybe that instead of this potion giving you plus 20 health, now it gives you plus 25 health. That's just another skill you could. It might be similar to badges in Paper Mario, where you say like, okay, this badge lets you do this, this, and this. This badge lets you, but you only have a certain amount of badge power points. So there might be all these skills here, but depending on what your level is and what you can be able to put those points wherever you think will fit best. And you could have some person be like, okay, well, it's useless for me to be put it in defense because I have these. The way I play is I have these 3 tanks all around me, and I just lob out, my offense, which is fine if that's how you want to play. Again, there's a lot of different ways you'll be able to. Do you think there will be a war with other guilds, and how will Chavez Topia defend its citizens? Oh, this is a good one. You guys are murdering me today. Wars with, I think the purpose of the guilds is to make sure, kind of similar to the U.S., or a lot of first world countries. Let us all have these dangerous chemical weapons so that we're all really cool. Because as long as we all have these weapons, as long as we're all really big, no one will mess with anyone else. So I think that's what could happen here, as far as guilds are so big that nobody wants to mess with anyone because God forbid they ruin the safety of their citizens. But if it did come to that, I do take my if someone, let's say like Whitney with her Miltank, takes out one of my Pokemon, oh, it is over for Whitney. I am going to grind so heckin' hard so that I can just take her out like one hit next time. Over level. So I'll do that whether it's with my character or whether it's putting more money into the game. The person that I have, again, Chavez Topia is tens of thousands of tiles big, only growing every single day. And yeah, there's going to be some money thrown in if we need it. I'm not just saying, that's another thing I want to talk to you guys about. As soon as I figure out what the best move is outside, because right now the only thing I'm doing is just buying in Chavez Topia in order to make it bigger, give you guys exactly what you want. But for the most part, most of my extra expendable capital from my businesses is going to Bitcoin. But having said that, as soon as Phase 2 opens up and we see, okay, this is what we can do, yeah, all in. And I even said in a video the other day, not specifically about Earth 2, is just what I'm investing in, whether it's, Tesla, Bitcoin, all that NFTs, which is another thing. They did not say that these are not connected to NFTs. So that's something that I'm going to speculate and say that this could, mining these tiles. And they asked Shane a question like that before, saying that he had the idea of, okay, mining for resources, you're really just going to be mining an NFT or crypto. And he said he had that idea, but because things went off the rails so quickly, he just hasn't had time to focus on that. That is something that will still probably happen. Not definite. There's a chance that it doesn't happen, but Shane has an idea, and Shane's not a dumb guy. He's very, very, very smart. It's probably something that will happen. It's just going to take some time because he's got a bunch of things going on right now. And in that video, I said, virtual reality is going to be one of the next big platforms. It is that's a future. That's future gaming. That's future. There'll always be a certain subsect for everything else, but yeah, virtual reality is the next big thing, bar none. I read the writing on the wall. All right, boomers. What will happen on the anniversary? Okay, so that's a good one. This started in November of 2020, so now it's March 1st, so happy March, everybody. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. We have 8 months left before the anniversary, the 1-year anniversary of this. We'll be well into Phase 2 at that time. Be getting ready for Phase 3. The developers have said or at least Shane has said, somebody asked him a question, what is the, can you give like a piece of news for us? The tiles have been stagnant for a little while, and they're not stagnant. People are still buying every day, every country every day, but not the ginormous growth that there once was. And Shane said, no, we have a bunch of news lined up. We could drop it at any time, but they just want to make sure the servers are up and good. And honestly, it doesn't even need to be him. Logan Paul, he just finished that Pokemon box opening. He spent $2 million on Pokemon cards. And he finished one of the box openings on Saturday. It's the year of the Pokemon. It's 25th anniversary, so that's why he's doing all that. But yeah, now that is over, he can focus on other things outside of his NFT that he just made. Yeah, this is going to be one of the things that he's going to focus on. The developers don't even need to do anything, but they can. They have a bunch of stuff that they will do. I forget where I was going with this. Oh yeah, anniversary. Anniversary, they might drop some Easter eggs. They might drop like downloadable content, DLC. Also, for me, what I want to do on that anniversary, I want to have 10,000 subscribers by that time. Part of the way I'll get that is just when the game grows. I get, 15 subscribers every day, give or take. And, it grows. I'm up to 2,100 now, which is great. Whereas last month I was maybe at 1,100. January I was at 1,100. But either way, my goal is to just grow the hobby. You guys are great. A lot of you say I'm your go-to person for news. I know this video is going to get a little long, so I'll try to speed this up. So yeah, anniversary, probably going to be a lot of big stuff. Shane said they haven't spent any of their marketing budget. What type of celebrity advertising do you think they'll partner up with? Okay, so again, if it were me, Facebook and Instagram ads all day. Maybe a story on Snapchat. But again, a lot of these stuff, they're not even paying people. They're not paying La Repubblica. They're not paying, in Colombia. They're not paying all these news outlets in other countries. They're just reporting on it. Me, they're not paying me. I'm reporting on it. And they're not paying me. They're not paying Aria Realty. They're not paying Nameless, from Guidebook Gaming to Twitch about it. And that's what people say, what about V-Park? What about Decentraland? There are probably other YouTubers that have covered it in the past, but I don't see dozens of people making videos about this every single day. I just don't see that in any other thing. And that's why I bought Tesla, because I don't see people breaking down what their what Ford deliveries are going to be for the quarter. I don't see other people doing that, but multiple people do that for Tesla. People are so obsessed with that, same as this game. It's a cult following right now, but this is going to get so huge. Partnering up with, again, they don't even need to do it with Logan Paul. Logan Paul will do it by himself. I would just do Facebook and Instagram ads. That's what it would be, because everyone has that. I don't think there are ads on WhatsApp. If there are, go with that. Snapchat story. Maybe TikTok, although I think Tech Ops does TikTok. Yeah, that's what I would do. As far as celebrities, maybe get it, someone to have it on their shorts or on their uniform, on a boxing match. Because that's really the only thing I can think of. How do you think politics will influence the game? If you mean let's say I'm going to be mayor of Munchkinland in the game, and how will I run that? As far as that goes, that would be, okay, well, make sure everyone's having a good time, and make sure if they have any issues, okay, I'll write it down, I'll bring it to the developers. That should probably be the extent of what you're doing. As far as politics in the real world affecting this game, again, I do see something with addiction, because a lot of these boomer politicians out there that just are not, they're just technologically inept and illiterate. They're going to fear this because they don't understand it. Virtual reality was that people are spending money on virtual reality. Kids, and I guarantee you they're going to blame it for kids' depression. Be like, oh, my parents are going to say that my kid doesn't go out anymore because maybe their kid, goes out in school and they get bullied. Maybe they, have kids say mean things to them in the real world, but in here with their friends, they don't. I guarantee you politicians are going to say oh, well, this kid is depressed because he spends all this time on these virtual reality games, not enough time in the real world. Guarantee you that's going to happen. But again, just what I can quote Gandhi again, first they ignore you, then they ridicule you, then they fight you, and then you win. So long term, this game will supersede everything. Again, just my opinion, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. If E2 makes trading cards, what would your stats be and what would your cards say? So, funny enough, I actually had a card made of me one day. Friend Matthew. He made me a Pokemon card. And, yeah, I had over 9,000 health, and those are my two. I resisted a lot, but I was totally weak to water. High retreat cost. If they make it in video game, like trading cards, yeah, if they have trading cards like that, health over 9,000, sure. I don't know. Maybe I'd confuse people, wave my long flowing hair and dazzle, confuse. I don't know. If we can have animals, will there be breeding? I hope so. I hope so freaking much. They have, even if it's not animals, if it's just other things, like you can breed a golem and this. And when I say golem, I don't mean the Pokemon golem. I mean like a golem from Mythos, Legends. Breeding with like what are those horse people called, or like half horse, half man, and you could have like this giant rock golem horseman, a centaur, giant rock centaur. I think that'd be really cool because you can do that in Pokemon. You can do that in Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is something where just you have two people fight next to each other, and a long time they develop a relationship, and they can have kids, and the kids get powers of the parents. So it's really cool. So I do think they will have something like that. I don't know if it'll be specifically breeding for animals, but we'll see. All right, guys, I love you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. You guys are my favorite. You guys are my best. I love doing these videos every day for you. I love you. Okay, goodbye. And remember, this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I will not be here. It's my girlfriend's birthday. We're going away. Will there be no internet? I'm going to try to sneak a hotspot in so I can upload, but I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, goodbye.